Could you tell us what is the Pro Padel League?
Well, I would say that the official, I can tell you the official version of what it is and the unofficial version of what it is as well. So the unofficial version is a dream of one or two guys, my co-founder and myself, Keith Stein and myself, to really grow the sport in the United States and creating an entire new ecosystem and an umbrella, to join forces for everybody, to move in the same direction to grow the sport. And the official version of that is the first North American Padel League, in the world, basically, but we are focusing North America. So meaning Canada, the United States, and Mexico.
Right. And what does that actually mean? Like, what's a paddle league? How does it work?
Well, what we put together, is a beautiful concept by joining, what I usually call the magic of padel, and you guys know about the growth, all over the world, more than 200 countries, more than 30 million people playing worldwide and so on. So mixing the magic of padel under the umbrella of the franchise model that has been proven to be very successful in other major leagues in the United States and North America. So it's basically, a competition in between teams that they are playing against each other, under this franchise model. So each team is representing a city and they are playing against each other, for the title of this, in this case, first inaugural season of the Pro Padel League.
Tell us a little bit about that. You had your opening weekend. Now the teams are playing against each other. Like, what's the feel? What's happening? What's the gossip? Like, how's it all going?
Well, we are absolutely overwhelmed, to be honest with you. I mean, we're extremely happy, about the experience that we're providing, not only the players, but the team owners, but the sponsors, but the broadcasters, coaches, everybody involved in the industry. So we are really proud and happy of the experience that we are providing to all them and the product that we are putting together. The competition is amazing. As you can see, following us on YouTube and some of the networks that we are putting this together, because we secure the rights for 120 million households in North America, and will be in CBS Sport, which is one of the four main broadcaster channels in North America, will be in CBS Sport for the final weekend as well. So creating this product for television and spreading the word out, in so many millions of households, that is part of our legacy as well. Giving exposure to the sport, promoting it, and making people be aware, like, hey, what is this, and creating the need. At the end of the day, it's a matter of creating the need for others to ask more, to start building, to get involved, to participate, to play, to train, blah, 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 right?
What is some advice, like with this big vision of yours and this passion of yours, that you could maybe think of some advice you could give us out here in Australia to help us with that push to grow?
First one is people. You were asking me for some advice. First one is people. Second one is passion and enthusiasm, and commitment. This is the second one for sure, because the pathway is not easy, but it's very rewarding. So if you have truly this passion to make things happen, it's totally rewarding at the end of the journey. The third one, it would probably be, creating the right map of alliances. So you cannot do that alone. I always say that on the pathway to success, it's always a we, it's not a me. So you gotta create this pathway, with different allies, and creating, once again, this map of alliances for people to work together and try to relate, to the Australian culture and Australian institutions. That would be my big piece of advice.
Okay. All right. Well, Marcos, you have, I think, one more round, no, of the league left, and then the finals, or is it already the finals already? One more to go, no?
Yeah, we will on the PPL, you mean, right? The Pro Padel League. Yeah, we'll be playing the final weekend this Saturday. So everything is going to be kind of defined in this weekend. Saturday is a big day for some of the teams that will be competing to define, what are the four teams that will be playing the Final Four or the PPL Cup on the following one. So June 10 and 11 will be the Final Four with these best four teams competing for the semi-final and the final on Sunday. So it's very exciting times. As you can imagine, you know, all of them are like, all of us, me too, you know, we are all are super excited. The level of competition is outstanding. I gotta tell you. So if you guys follow that on YouTube and part of our streamings and broadcast, the level of competition is insane. So these guys are killing each other, you know, playing the third set, the super tiebreaker on the mixed double and so on is so exciting. And I'm really happy, you know, because that express, you know, a little bit what is the power of excitement that the sport is bringing to the table as well. So getting these tight matches, you know, is something that is really cool. Sometimes even, you know, I have over 25 plus years of experience, you know, in competing, coaching, you know, I'm very involved, you know, in this industry. But listen, it doesn't mean that I'm relaxed. You know, when I'm in there, you know, watching the matches, it's like, oh my God, you know, what's going to happen? You know, this. So if that is exciting to me, I cannot imagine, you know, how exciting it is for newcomers, you know, just getting exposed to the sport for the first time, watching this, saying, "Oh my goodness, man, this is unbelievable!" Right? So we are really excited. As I told you before, I mean, we are putting this content, you know, in over 120 million households, which is insane, you know, for the sport in North America and beyond, I would say. And also, you know, the fact that we are putting this on CBS Sport for the final weekend as well is a big milestone for the sport too.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're making a lot of noise, which is good for the sport.
Yeah, I hope it's a good one, you know, because at the end of the day, my inner, you know, belief and my inner motto, you know, for doing this is really growing the sport. So.
Well, I think, of course, we were going for the Los Angeles Beats because Tim is their representative. It doesn't look like
Tim Brown is there. Such a nice guy, man. Such a nice guy. I'm spending, you know, a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
By the way, he spoke very highly about you guys, just for you to know. I really like him. I really like him. I think he's part of these ambassadors that we were talking about. You know, he has the right personality. He's very open. You know, he really wants to learn, you know, and listen to people and so on. And he's contributing a lot, you know, creating these synergies in between teams and talking to some different people. And I'm really happy that we brought, you know, one Australian player because, you know, Australia is far away, as you guys know, but I'm really happy that we are getting, you know, Australia represented somehow. So I'm really happy about it.
But we lived for many years in San Cugat, and Marta, who's in the Miami team.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, because we met her a few times many years ago, and we played always at her club. So maybe we might go for them in the finals.
It's the same thing, you know, I'm so excited, you know, I'm grateful that Marta, you know, finally made it to come here because of the same reason, you know, not only because we're bringing some Spaniards and some Europeans, you know, some Asian players and so on, but also the fact that she's former #1 in the world. So listen, we are elevating the level, you know, and raising the bar for all of us by having her here. And she's doing an amazing job. She's super polite, you know, very approachable, you know, she's creating, you know, a great impression in the US, and I'm assuming that will open, you know, a lot of doors for her as well.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time, Marcos.
Thank you, Marcos.
And thank you for everything you're doing for paddle.
Thank you. Keep in touch, and you know, whatever we can do to help you guys grow in Australia, keep the hard work. Congratulations to you in this case and everybody that is involved in the growth in Australia. Don't stop, never quit, and keep pushing. We can do it together.
Thank you.